What's up, everyone? This is a Nerdcore reaction to Doomsday Clock #1.
Yeah, I decided not to do a traditional review just because I was excited to talk about this and I wanted to get something out as quickly as I could.
Yeah, we literally just finished reading it like a couple minutes ago.
Yeah. So thoughts right away?
Oh my god. When it was revealed, the first few panels of the issue, it said right after the original Watchmen. Dude, we lost our minds.
Right.
Like, I did not expect that.
Yeah, I honestly thought this would be like a alternate version of the Watchmen, like a different universe version, like not the main, but this is
Watchmen.
Yeah, like right it's canon, main Watchmen continuity.
That reveal is just, I already knew I liked the issue just because of that, like from that first 2 pages.
Yeah, like, great. And that's not the only time where you're like, oh my god, what, like, reading this. The issue has plenty of moments like that. It's great.
Okay, so let's just get right into the story.
Alright, so
Ozymandias, he's like the most wanted man because he just murdered 3 million people with a giant tentacle monster.
Yep, if you haven't read Watchmen, check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
It's one of the best graphic novels of all time.
If you haven't read it, I don't know why you're here. But yeah, check it out. So Ozymandias he's into hiding. He's in hiding because of what he just did. Most wanted man in the world. That's what they're calling him.
Yeah. And
he has like a 20 million bounty on him.
Something like that, yeah.
Something really high.
It's ridiculously high because, again, he murdered a ton of people.
Yeah. Dr. Manhattan is still missing. That's something that's like his. Yeah. You could feel his presence. I felt like.
Yeah.
He left something like in this world. Like they need him right now. But he's gone off world. But yeah, the main story in here is Rorschach.
Yeah, we have Rorschach, and when we saw Rorschach was involved, we were really confused. We're like, is this before the end of Watchmen? What is going on? Did he come back to life somehow? We were really confused.
So many questions with his appearance in this.
Yeah, and even then, even finishing the issue, we still have plenty of questions. Although they do answer one question. Obviously, this is a spoiler discussion, so if you haven't read the issue, click away, read the issue, come back. But it's revealed that this isn't the original Rorschach.
Nope.
This Rorschach has darker skin.
Yeah.
So that's how you know.
American.
Yeah. So obviously, that's not the original Rorschach, who was a redhead white guy.
Our redhead white guy that we loved. Our ginger Rorschach.
So this is obviously a different Rorschach. So that answers that question. But the question is, who is he still? We know it's not the original because of the color of his skin, but that just leaves wide open the question.
Like, where did he come from? Where did he get the clothes?
Yeah.
Is he the guy that stole the journal?
Exactly.
I'm guessing. Well, why is he working for Ozymandias?
Yeah, exactly. What about him made Ozymandias choose him? Like,
like
what's special about him? Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, in the story, he's breaking into his prison and he's freeing this woman and her husband.
Yeah, the mime and
Marionette.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's her alter ego.
Yeah. So the mime, he was a great character. Rance, you really loved him. So
I thought he was hilarious. Like he was like miming the weapons.
Oh yeah, because they had this whole scene where they're busted. Well, obviously Rorschach's busting him out of the prison, but then his wife's like, the mime's wife is like, he's not gonna leave without his weapons, and so Rorschach's like, fine, where are his weapons? And they like find where they're being stored, and he opens the locker.
And it's empty.
Yep.
But yet he's still miming as if he's loading up, like he's putting his weapons.
Yep,
and he's like loading the gun. And then Rorschach is like, "You got problems, man." Like that.
which is you really have problems when Rorschach tells you have problems.
But yeah, like he just had like good moments throughout the story. Like I want to see more of the mime.
No, we'll definitely get more.
Yeah,
there's
like
11 more issues.
Like him and his wife, they're like the key to finding the god.
Yeah, plus
Dr. Manhattan.
They have a child together, and the big thing is that child is missing.
Yeah.
And they want their child back, so that's why they're helping Rorschach. So I wonder if the child is important at all in
like, is this child just missing, or did someone take the child?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, it's just missing. So I'm assuming either they're just using it as motivation, or the child is special in some way. But I guess we'll just find out later.
Yeah. More we have so many questions.
Yeah. But yeah, so eventually he breaks them out. They meet up with Ozymandias because they're like, "Who are you working for?"
Yeah, it was like a secret as to who Rorschach's partner is.
Yeah,
I thought it was Night Owl and stuff like that, but no, it turns out it's Adrian Veidt. Ozymandias.
Yeah, which was shocking. They were in Owlman's base, though. That's why they were like, oh, are you working with Night Owl? I mean, I kept saying Owlman, but I meant Night Owl.
Night Owl.
But they were at Night Owl's base, and so they're like, oh, you're working with Night Owl, and then that's when Ozymandias shows up, and he says, no, he's working with me, and so the big reveal, and they also established that he has cancer now, so I guess that'll play a role later on, or who knows.
The guy's comeuppance.
But yeah, basically, then he just explains that the world needs Dr. Manhattan, because another thing that this issue is showing is how batshit crazy the world is right now.
Yeah.
Everything's going to hell.
Russia is invading Poland.
Yep, they're about to get nuked by the U.S. The U.S. people are being evacuated in the U.S. I guess because retaliation in case they do nuke them.
Like if you thought the World of Watchmen was terrible, this is something else.
Yeah, like his plan, Ozymandias' plan just blew up in his face basically.
Yeah.
But
and you see him struggling with that.
Yeah, like he thought it would. He said, "I thought it would work, but
Yeah.
So
So now he's in his mind he sacrificed all those lives for what if it's not working?
Exactly.
And it's an interesting turn to his character.
Yeah, because when you finish reading Watchmen, you think it was horrible, but it worked.
Yeah. Now here it's showing that it didn't work, and I can't wait to see more of these issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, the issue ended with them panning to Clark.
Yeah, but before that, they established that they're like, we need to find Dr. Manhattan. He's not in our universe anymore, but we need to find where he is. And as they're saying that, it pans to
Clark. So it's implying Dr. Manhattan is in the DC universe now at this point. Yeah.
I mean, that was pretty much given with all the preludes and stuff, but it's still great to just actually get the confirmation. But yeah, so then we skip to Clark, who's having a nightmare about he was being dropped off at prom. I think it was prom, might have been homecoming, but who cares? But he was being dropped off by his parents, and they were talking about how they're worried about him. And then all of a sudden, their truck gets hit in the side by some other car. Yeah. And Clark wakes up, and he's like, and he turns to Lois, and he says, I had a nightmare about the death of the night my parents died. And then Lois is like, he's like, I don't remember the last time you had a nightmare. And he's like, that's because I don't think I've ever had a nightmare. And
yeah, and I thought that was cool, because that's implying that Dr. Manhattan is already having effects on these characters.
Exactly.
Maybe Dr. Manhattan himself gave him that dream.
It's possible, yeah. I mean, it has to mean something.
Yeah, it can't just be thrown in there,
Yeah.
So maybe I'm just speculating. Maybe Superman will want to change what happened in this past. Maybe he's feeling guilt.
I mean, we don't know the limits of Dr. Manhattan's powers, so it's possible.
He could do that, I'm guessing. So yeah, we'll probably see when Superman and Dr. Manhattan eventually come head to head, because we know that's gonna happen. I think that's gonna make for some great writing.
Yeah. Plus, if you're Dr. Manhattan, you're gonna want Superman on your side. So maybe by offering him the ability to change something in his past, if it's possible at all, because again, we don't know the limits to his powers.
So yeah, the issue you gotta pick it up.
One more thing, the art was gorgeous.
The art was gorgeous.
Yeah.
It looked like the original Watchmen.
Exactly. I feel like you could just read Watchmen and then immediately pick up this issue.
Yeah, and segue into this.
Yeah, exactly. The transition would be seamless. It's gorgeous. It looks really similar to the original art.
The colors.
And the paper, it's really high quality.
I like the paper. Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, it's the graphic novel version. Yeah. Which is why it cost us a lot of money for it. But it was worth it. We also got lenticular covers that look awesome. Look up the covers online if you want to know what they look like. Might put a picture up of them up here, but they're awesome. Just know that. Issue's awesome overall. What would you rate this issue out of 10?
This is a 10. This is a solid 10.
10 out of 10 what?
10 out of 10 comedian pins.
All right.
Bloody comedian pins.
I'm going to give it a 9.5. Okay. Solely because I felt like it ended a little early.
You liked it so much that you wanted more.
I felt like it could have gone a little... the end felt a little abrupt to me. I felt like there maybe needed to be a panel or two more. Yeah. Or a page or two more, I mean. But it's an amazing comic book.
Yeah. We cannot wait for the next issue.
Yeah, the hype was definitely deserved. Worth it. Yeah.
But yeah, pick up the comic book, get into the issue, and maybe discuss with us in the comments.
Yeah. Thanks for listening, guys.
And see ya.